Hey, JC here. JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore at 6725 West Central Avenue. That's Toledo, Ohio, 617-419-531-6097. Instagram, JC's Comics and More, then www.jc'scomicsandmore.com. Ready to open these things up. We got Chuck, he's all ready to go. Got a couple of these boxes, may have damages in them. They got a few banged up corners. So let's hope so, unless of course you're hoping that my stuff's damaged, then yay for you. Okay, take this box here, separate box onto itself. You can see that corner right there, kind of banged up a little bit, so we'll see. It's like a 24-pound box, so we shall see. And first thing I pull out is Batman Who Laughs #3. Let's pull this camera back a little bit. We got Batman Laughs #3, the variant cover. Can't wait to sit down and read this. See exactly how good it is. So far, this has been a very good series. I'm very surprised with this cover. This cover, very, very shiny. A heavier paper stock. Certainly, for sure, on this cover here. Heavier paper stock. Looks like it's another semi-light week. Maybe about 70 titles, give or take. But certainly nothing, I don't think nothing like the big monster 100-plus titles. As DC is putting out a little bit less comics, so but Marvel is certainly not slowing down their output. They should. They really should slow down their output. And the new James Bond Origin. This is cover D. So we've got Old Man Logan, the new issue of Old Man Logan. So we've got Mysterio and you got Hawkeye. But Old Man Logan, or Dead Man Logan. This is Dead Man Logan, issue #4. Looking forward to reading that. They have been selling out. I've cut back to sell out, so they have been selling out. In fact, we've been selling out of multiple things here recently, so don't wait too long to get in here and get your comics. Saban's Go-Go Power Rangers #17. Make sure copies are set aside for some pull customers. Archie and Friends Music Jam. This is only $2.99. Nice to see still $2.99 comics coming out. So we got Captain Marvel #2. Finally, got the movie variant cover of Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel. Certainly not Marvel, Captain Marvel. But we've got the movie variant cover there, so we ordered a few of those. I didn't order a lot of those. I ordered a few. Book, unfortunately, is not selling quite to my expectations, so I have not ordered heavy on those. New issue of Livewire from Valiant, issue #3. We've got Scooby Apocalypse. This is coming to an end here fairly soon. 50th anniversary of Scooby-Doo is coming up this year. It's not the 50th anniversary yet. It's not going to be the 50th anniversary till the fall. So they're false in putting that 50th anniversary up there right away. But that series is coming to an end with a few more issues. We've got Dick Tracy, cover B, for anyone that loves Dick. We've got Avengers No Road Home. I think this is one of the connecting covers to that. Interested in reading that and seeing how this is. I have no idea how it's going to be. Hopefully it's going to be a good read. Black Mask, Survival Fetish, set aside for one of my customers. We got Winter Soldier, issue #3. This book is late. A theory on why I think it's late. It's selling poorly, so there's not a huge demand or need to get it out on a timely basis, which of course means it is going to now sell poorer when that happens. I've got more copies. Of course, did not order very many copies because it's selling poorly. Magic Order from Mark Millar, cover C. Didn't order very many of those either. Mr. and Mrs. X. Got Spyro on the front. Great Terry Dotson cover. I've been enjoying the artwork on the inside. The artwork on the inside, I think, has been pretty outstanding. I mean, look at Rogue here, how she looks. Man, that's pretty nice. Really, really enjoy the artwork on this. Marvel has a very good artist here. And this artist, let me see if I can butcher their names. Oscar Balzdua, Bazaldua. So hopefully I didn't butcher your name too badly there, Oscar, but I like your stuff. I like your work, man. Keep it up. Got cover C of Betty Page from Dynamite. Again, as stated before, 15th anniversary should go right here. Dynamite is, they're ashamed of their 15th anniversary. Aren't you, Dynamite? That's what it seems to me. You're ashamed of your 15th anniversary. And speaking of Betty Page, we have cover D of Betty Page. So we had cover C and D. Here we have Next Gen. This is one of the connecting covers. This is Age of X-Men Next Gen. And as you can see, I'm not giving this book much promise. It might be a good book, but I am not giving it much promise. So again, if you're interested, don't wait too long. It'll be sold out. And that was the connecting cover. We do have the regular cover as well. And speaking of, this is cover A, I believe. No, this is cover B of Livewire from Valiant, and that is cover A. So ordered a few copies of those. A lot of comics these days, the small press comics, I order very lightly on, unless of course there's more of a demand, then I'll order a little bit heavier. Supergirl number 27, very nice cover there on this variant cover. And we did get more reorders of Batman 64. I'm very, very pleased to get this first part of Last Code Case, aka The Price of Justice. So we got more of those in. That was very good. Put those on the stand right now so I don't forget. There we go. Cool. They're out with the rest of my comics. Here we have cover A of Dick Tracy. So I got to make sure I set a copy aside for one of my customers who loves Dick Tracy. Here we got Star Wars Han Solo Imperial Cadet number 4. Got a couple of customers that are big Star Wars fans, so I make sure I set those copies aside for them. Criminal from Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. Personally, I wish Sean would do more mainstream stuff. I think his talents are kind of wasted, as that stuff just does not sell quite like it should. And for whatever reason, I think decided to give these Threshold books a bit of a chance to see how they sell. I know I've got one customer that will probably end up buying a copy. And we did get some more Heroes in Crisis reorders in, so that's good. I've got those back in stock. Superhero Adventures number 1. It's Web of Intrigue. Good for the kids. So I'm happy to have that. Something I can sell when parents come in with their kids. The final issue of Shatterstar. Finally, this copy gets set aside for a customer. And you've done this Mary and Jesus pose many, many times. You guys can stop now, okay? You can stop. It's been overdone. I believe Michelangelo did that statue. If he could come back to life, he'd probably come back and punch you in the face. We've got the By Night. That's for a poor customer. Here we have the cover A's on Captain Marvel. And Amanda Conner did these covers. Very, very, very good stuff. She's very talented. Finally, in this box, got some more of the Captain Marvels. Set those aside real quick. That movie comes out in a couple of weeks, I do believe. And let's see. We've got another James Bond. We've got cover A, so I'll make sure that gets set aside for one of my pull customers. And we have Thor number 10. Got that there. I just really wish that they would get a much better artist. This art to me is dull, it's bland, it lacks life. It lacks life to me. Get a better artist. Or better yet, just reprint the old John Buscema stuff or Walt Simonson stuff. That stuff is 10 times better, nay, 1,000 times better than what's being done right now. You got Roy Thomas usually that wrote that stuff, or Len Wein, or even Walt Simonson himself that wrote that stuff. Certainly much better than what's currently being put out. Okay, let's move on to this next box. I've got just another large box after this, so we just have just the 2.5 boxes. So you know it's kind of a light week. I see Army of Darkness, Bubba Hotep. I see The Warning. I see Sex, Death, and Revolution. I see Count Dooku. So a lot of good stuff. Warning from Image. Set that aside for a pull customer. There's my one copy of Hit Girl, cover B. We've got Sandman, House of Whispers, number 6. Make sure a copy of that gets set aside for one of my pull customers. And so we have Alien. This is William Gibson's Alien 3, issue number 4. So a copy of that gets set aside for a pull customer as well. He's going to be a very happy camper. He got some of his books last week, so he's going to be very happy to get that. Betty Page, cover B. So I think we're just missing the photo cover and one other cover, I think, to Betty Page. Okay, we've got Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider. This is the regular A cover on that. Just ordered just a few of those. It does not sell very well. Whisper in Dark, number 4. I've got 2 guys that get copies, so I'll make sure those copies are set aside with the 1 copy going out. Avatar, number 2. I finally sold more of these the other day, finally. Not selling nearly what I would hope it would. Here we got Grimm's Tales of Terror, cover A, Ouija board, and I've got copies set aside for 2 customers there. I see we have, I'm not sure why they did, this is Flash, part 2 of the Price of Innocence, aka last code case file. I'm not sure why they did blank covers on the number 2s. Or on the part 2s for Flash. I could not show you that full cover, but it's going to be set aside for a customer. Here we have, and I did get more of the True Believer Ms. Marvel 1s in last week, but this is True Believer's Captain Marvel, which reprints, let's see, reprints issue 41 of Captain Marvel, and there you have that right there. Steve Englehart wrote it, L. Milgram penciled it, Bernie Wrightson, P. Craig Russell, Bob McLeod, Terry Austin, and L. Milgram did the inks on it. So this has rare Bernie Wrightson inks on that there. In case anyone cares. Rare Bernie Wrightson inks. Got Robin Hood Outlaw from Xenoscope. Cover E, set aside for a customer. We had the cover B's of the Supergirl covers. Here is the cover A's. Very, very nice artwork there. I really wish Supergirl sold better. Avengers No Road Home. This is the variant cover on that, so that'll get priced up. Here we have Spider-Man. Issue number 15. I want to say it's not. It's the regular cover. I thought it might be a connecting cover. And this is supposed to be part of The Hunter Family Matters, Part 2. Okay. Looking through this. Unfortunately, honestly, I just don't care for Chris Botchlow's superhero stuff. You know, you look at the cover on the front here, such great artwork. You look at the artwork on the inside, not so much. I'm sorry. I'm a big Spider-Man fan, and that makes me not excited about it. I'll read it, but I'm not excited about it. I mean, honestly, I would take Herberto over his work, and people know how I feel about Ramos. Here we got Army of Darkness, Bubba Hotep. This is cover B. You've got Elvis and you've got Ash. And you might as well just get this out of the way right now. And you got cover E. So there's at least 5 different covers on this team up. Here we have the cover B of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 91. Can you believe it? 9 more issues. The Turtles are going to hit issue 100. That's pretty exciting. I think that's very, very exciting. Issue 100 for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here's the 1 in 10 variant for the Army of Darkness Bubba Hotep. Again, 1 in 10 copies. Here we have cover F of Robin Hood Outlaw. Again, I've got a customer that gets all the Xenoscope stuff, so if it's something you're interested, you've got to let me know, and I'll make sure I order copies for you. We did get more of these reorders in. I'm very, very happy. I think this book is going to have great importance in the future. Flash Annual number 2. If you've not read this yet, read it. Please, please read it. Buy it if you can get it. Get it at cover price. Buy it now. Speaking of a book that you should read, this came out last week. Man and Superman. Marv Wolfman, Claudino Castellini. We haven't seen his artwork in quite a while. This is a $10 comic, but this is very, 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 very cool. It's about Clark going to Metropolis and trying to break in as a writer, and just the stuff that, from being an old country boy coming to the city ain't quite so, doesn't treat the old country boy quite so good. So, certainly something that you might want to check out. Here we got Dr. Afra number 28. I only got 1 copy here, so I'm not sure if this is a reorder. This might be a damaged reorder or something. Much like these are reorders. You've got Wonder Woman 63. Those are reorders. You got this Cable, or the Spider-Man Deadpool number 45. I reordered this for a customer. I've not seen her in a couple weeks, so I certainly hope I did not throw my money away. Punisher number 7. That's a reorder. Flash number 63. Those are reorders. So, certain things, if we sell out quickly. I'll try to get some copies back in stock. Not necessarily all the time, but sometimes I certainly do. Okay. Here's that Sex Death Revolution from Black Mask, again, set aside for one of my customers. Here we got Marvels. This is book 1 of 4. The annotated edition, Alex Ross, Kurt Busiek. Marvel, I bought some copies. Hopefully it sells. I'm not sure. And you've got some stuff back here, sources and stuff. So maybe that's going to make this book. But I'm sure myself and other retailers ordered very lightly on this. This is an $8 comic. You know, and they've got 3 different covers on this. I think there's variant covers as well. So I ordered very, very lightly on that. Here we have God of War from Dark Horse. For being a video game comic tie-in, this is done quite nicely. I'm very, very pleased and happy on how it's sold. Very happy on how it's sold. Here we got Next Gen, the Age of X-Man. Next Gen cover A. I'm not sure. That cover doesn't scream buy me. If I was on the other side of the counter buying comics, I'm sorry. Magic Order. This is cover B, the black and white cover. We just ordered just 1 copy of that. So if you're interested, be here tomorrow. Otherwise, it's not going to be here. Here we got the great Alex Ross doing the Savage Sword of Conan cover. You can tell this cover heavily influenced by John Buscema. Heavily influenced by John Buscema. Looking forward to reading this and seeing how this is. I got a whole bunch of Conans that I just processed this week. If you go to my videos, you'll see the videos I processed probably just a couple of videos ago. Check those videos out. This is great stuff, but I'm sorry, it's no Barry Smith. It's no John Buscema. It's no Gil Kane. Certainly, I'm sure the writing is no Roy Thomas. So You know, you've got huge standards and huge you've got huge shoes to fill. Detective Comics, $9.94. The DC doesn't do second printings too often, but they did quite a few different second printings on some of their Detective Comics. The issues leading up to issue 1000, which comes out in about a month's time, have done very, very well. But that being said, I'm not ordering many of the second printings, so maybe those books might sell very well. The Last Space Race from Aftershock. Again, I tell people all the time, check out Aftershock. Check them out. Here we have Gideon Falls. Cover B on Gideon Falls. Again, just one copy. Here we have The Infinite House of Secret Yet Civil Secrets War Invasion. No, it's Spider-Man Deadpool. That's what this is. It's Spider-Man Deadpool. I am very shocked that this book is still being published, honestly. It just doesn't seem to be much of a market there. Here we have cover A of Army of Darkness, Bubba Hotep. So we've got a couple of copies on that. Looking forward to seeing what kind of crazy fun's on that. Here we have Grimm's Tales of Terror. This is cover C. So make sure a copy gets set aside for one of my pulls. Spawn Kills Everyone 2, the blank cover, issue 3. Here we have the photo cover. This is cover E on Betty Page. Betty always looks very good. And here we got some of the Star Wars. Let me get all these issues here. Star Wars Age of Republic. Count Dooku. The late, great Christopher Lee. Can't wait to read this. These one-shots have been outstanding. If you've been picking up the one-shots, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. We got Auntie Agatha's Home for Wayward Rabbits. I've got 2 copies, and both are spoken for. Gunning for Hits, issue number 2. Issue 1 didn't sell quite as well, so I cut way back on my number 2s. You know, people might be upset about that. I am sorry, but if something doesn't sell, it gets cut back immediately. Here we have, I believe this is the puzzle variant for Star Wars Age of Republic Count Dooku. Or Dooku. See, we have some more Detective Comics, I think $9.98. Yep, this is Detective $9.98. This is the cover B, Gary Frank cover. Look at that thing. That thing is nice. Now here's a quick heads up for Detective Comics number $9.99. The variant cover is going to be by John Byrne. Take my word for it. It will be in demand. It will be. It's not going to be ordered properly. There's going to be retailers caught with their pants down. So make sure you don't miss that. Count number $9.99 comes out in 2 weeks. The John Byrne variant cover. I don't really, push that stuff, but that's a book that's going to be sought after. The first work that John has done for either Marvel or DC in quite a long time. Here we have Robin Hood, Outlaw, cover D. Strangers in Paradise, number 10. Another cover I cannot show you the full cover on. Can't show you the entire cover on that one there. It's gonna be very covered up if it is out on the stand, but I believe I've got a customer that will probably snatch those up. Electric Warriors number 4. Got one of the Dominators on the front. Dominators, I believe, were co-created by Todd McFarlane and I believe David Michelini, if I remember correctly. Maybe not, but I think it might have been. Here we got Go-Go Power Rangers number 17. Their comic cover. Issue 5, cover A of Blackbird. issue 3 of Dead Kings by Aftershock. Both those covers are set aside for customers. Here is cover B of Wonder Twins by Dustin Wynn. Dustin came into my shop way back in the day when his wife was going to the University of Toledo. He was always a cool guy to talk with. Unfortunately, I do not have an original Dustin Wynn to put on my wall. It's very sad I don't have that though. But Dustin Wynn is a very, very cool guy. If he's ever at a convention, go see him. He's a cool dude to talk to. And this is cover C of Robin Hood Outlaw. And I can't remember his buddy. His buddy's name was Joe something or other. I'm sorry, Joe. I cannot remember your name. I know you did a store signing with Dustin way back in the day, 10 plus years ago. But I'm sorry. I can't remember your name. Robin Hood, Red Hood Outlaw. So you got Robin Hood Outlaw. And then you got Red Hood Outlaw. So we've got a couple of Hood Outlaws this week. But this is the cover A on that. Not too many more comics to go in this box, so I'm going to try to hurry this up because I see we're getting down. We've got the Vampirilla Valentine's Day Special. We've got Kick-Ass, cover B. We've got Hit Girl, cover A's. We've got The Flash. Looking forward to reading this. This is part 2. This is the regular cover to The Price of Innocence. Looking forward to reading that once I stop this video. Lollipop Kids from Aftershock. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Retailers variant cover. Rat Queens. We've got Justice League Dark. Kelly Jones, cover B. We've got one of the last issues of Ms. Marvel. Copy set aside for a customer. You've got Murder Falcon. This is cover A on that. As we have Batman Who Laughs. This is cover A on that. Again, looking forward to reading Batman Who Laughs. I'll give those things a read once I'm done with this video. Detective 995, second printing. We've got Carson of Venus, issue number 2. Got copy set aside for pool customers. Oblivion Song, issue number 2. Outer Darkness, number 4 from Image. And of course, if you do like these videos, certainly subscribe to these videos and smash those bells for notifications. We've got the Avatar. That's cover A. We've got part of Darwin Cook, the late Darwin Cook, DC's New Frontier. They're re-releasing that as part of the Black Label. If you've never read New Frontier, do yourself a personal favor. Pick this up. You'll thank me for it. Dark Arc, number 14 from Aftershock. You've got Gideon Falls, cover A. Again, just a couple copies. Certainly don't miss out. Kick-Ass, cover D. Got Betty Page. This is the cover A on Betty Page. And like I said, subscribe, smash that bell for notifications. I hope you certainly did enjoy these videos. And then finally, Wonder Woman number 64. The cover B's are the art germ variant, so we'll see those in the next video. Other than that, thank you.